as the leading Web3 social media. Beyond current features like casting, tipping, inscription trading, and earning, it's now elevating to the next level, on-chain.
Soil, a fully regulated, seamless link between traditional finance and the digital crypto world, offering secure returns fully backed by tangible, real-world assets.
The Credify testnet is live, so head on over to demo.credify.finance to see how you can effortlessly experiment with autonomous earning, NFT corporate bonds, Credi and X-Credi utilities, and Module X.
What's up, my friends? How are you doing today? Hope you guys are all doing well. A lot of crazy things are happening here, actually. Bitcoin is losing key support levels. There's a lot of anxiety in the market. Altcoins are capitulating, really. Many of these altcoins that did really well in February, March, April, they're actually back to their year-to-date low levels, which is quite fascinating, which tells me a lot of money is flowing out from altcoins, probably into stables. Bitcoin, for that matter, is just a few percentages away from its all-time high. Let me check if you guys can see my screen. Guys, let me know if you can see my screen. Because funny enough, I cannot see my own screen. Voila, there it is. So what's happening actually with crazy Bitcoin? Honestly, I don't like this price action a lot, obviously, for a few reasons. I have plotted here the volume profile, and I anchored this in such a way that it basically starts from the starting point of this rectangle. So from this candle, the candle of 28th of February. And it plotted here the point of control. We lost this point of control. And as you beautifully can see, interacted here, it interacted here. Here again, it nicely bounced from the point of control here, nicely bounced from the point of control here. It nicely bounced from the point of control here. And here, a bearish retest from this point of control. This is typically like a bearish price action, obviously. Also locally, it's really bearish. We don't like this kind of price action. And quite recently, I think last week, I'm going to do now the same, right? But not with the volume profile, but with the anchored VWAP. Bitcoin closed below today. We are about to close for the first time since a long while, actually, below the anchored VWAP. So this is another confirmation that there's a lot of bearishness in the market, and many people they don't really like that type of price action. But if you zoom out a little bit and you take this measure point, so the current market price, and you go all the way to all-time high, this is just a 15.1% away. It's 15.1% away from its all-time high. While a lot of altcoins are really far, extremely far away from their all-time highs. Maybe we're gonna check Bitcoin BTC dominance chart in a minute. But I want to and would love to zoom out with you guys a little bit. The biggest correction we have seen, since this starting point, basically this bottom, the biggest correction we have ever seen since this starting point. Is this from here all the way to here is the biggest correction we have seen. 23.4% is the biggest correction we have seen in this bull cycle. And honestly, this is a pretty melt if you compare this with other cycles. Here, another strong correction, 20%. We could plot the same thing here as well, 22%. We could plot the same thing here as well, 21% ish, a little bit more. So, what is this telling you? It tells you like overall, the corrections are less severe. And if we would compare this with the previous cycle, we saw like stronger corrections, 30%, 35%. Of course, different environment, but still, the corrections are less severe. And still, this feels like as if people are capitulating. We're just 15% away from its all-time high, and I really don't believe that the greed index is now signaling 64%. I see a lot of anxiety in the market. So, what's my game plan? I shared last week two successful intraday trade setups with the community. And as of now, I think it's a little bit too early to jump into a long position, honestly. We do see here some SNR level, while the RSI is printing here basically I would say that this is like a legit, triple bullish divergence, while the S&P is making a new all-time high. Not sure if you guys have noticed this, but where was it? Why am I even checking the 15-minute chart? Not even my style. Today, 18th of June, S&P printed a new all-time high. And it doesn't look that this gets, I don't see a lot of exhaustion here, there, by the way. So I see here a triple bullish divergence. I see here a support level. You could consider this a swing failure pattern because it took out this low, it took out this low. And also on the Burbicator Pro, we see a bullish divergence forming there as well. We quickly could check, the OBV. No, it's the OBV basically confirms the price action, so there's no bullish thesis from the OBV. So if someone would ask me, hey Jimmy, this is the current situation, you can only go long or short with risk management, of course. At this point, let me quickly check the 1 hour chart. Look, this is what I would call a pause of this entire downtrend, right? Because you see here like the 1 hour candles, like quite pretty long wick, small bodies, long wick, small bodies, long wick, small body, relative big body, but still long wick, relative long body, but also maybe not that long compared to the current body. This could give me a potential warning sign that this could be a pause of this trend, and we might see a reversal, a short-term reverse, maybe that count bounce, maybe even more than that. So if someone would ask me, okay, Jimmy, I'm gonna put a gun to your face and you need to go long or short, I would tell and I would say I would rather go long here than short here, because this is basically longing support while there's a triple bullish divergence, also confirmed by the Burbicator Pro. We see here like a minor swing failure pattern. There's a lot of anxiety in the market, and it's, I think, basically the anxiety is not only coming from Bitcoin price action, but most likely also from a lot of altcoins that are not performing very well. This is the Bitcoin dominance. And this dominance is not taking stables into consideration, so it's excluded altcoins, stables excluded. So this move up was definitely not really good for Bitcoin, for altcoins, because Bitcoin at that time was dumping. And what do altcoins? The best when Bitcoin is dumping, they dump even more. But this looks like a kind of like a resistance level for the Bitcoin dominance. Of course, the Bitcoin dominance is still kind of a meme chart, so take it with a grain of salt when you analyze this. But it still can give you information. You cannot trade the Bitcoin dominance, but it does give you really valuable insights. Mm, we got like rejected here, rejected here, rejected here, rejected here, and maybe soon we will get rejected, hopefully for those who are heavy in altcoins here at this level. The stronger rejection, while Bitcoin is stable, the better for people who are into altcoins, just like me. So let's quickly circle back to Bitcoin on the 4-hour. I have prepared a long setup for the community, for the Discord community. My triggers haven't been I don't see still the I don't see enough confluence and confirmation yet, but most likely I will go long in the next 1 or 2 4-hour sessions from now. Let me check if there are any questions from you, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, also wrecked. Long and chill. Yes, if you bought Bitcoin just like us, months ago or years ago, there's not much to worry about. And yes, altcoins are suffering a lot. And honestly, I'm not sure if they are done with suffering. So imagine if I'm wrong and we're gonna see some more downside. And again, I'm not in a long position yet, right? This I see all the signs of a potential reversal, but I rather want to see more confirmation for for a high probability setup. If I'm wrong and this will go to the downside, I see Bitcoin easily dropping here towards the 63 level, the monthly SNR level. If we not hold this level, my ideal scenario would be the Max Payne scenario, and that's taking out this low. Of course, it's possible that it cannot hold this level here, around 56K, and we dump immediately to 50K. But for now, I do not consider this scenario as the high probability scenario, because there's still 1, 2, 3 other levels to watch for. So I would rather prefer to set my alerts there and to see how price interacts there if we get there. 47 minutes for the next look. See, like long wick. The hourly candle is not closed yet, but small body. It's just like these candles here. It could be a bearish retest, right? But I believe the probability that this turns into a swing failure pattern is more likely than this being a bearish retest, in my opinion. Yeah, so guys, that's my quick Bitcoin update for today. Again, from the volume profile, big gap here, relative big gap. So you would expect like a bounce, if not towards 63K. This is the monthly SNR level, very extremely important level. If we get there, I would assume like some interaction, a pause of the downtrend. If not, we take this low, so we're going to sweep this low. And again, the next thing I quickly want to do with you guys is analyze this entire structure. By the way, something happened with TradingView. If you use like an oscillator, like for example, volume profile or a rectangle whatsoever, you need to deactivate it, otherwise it will plot a new one. Yeah, this is what I want to show you guys. This was basically the bottom. Here at this time, we were celebrating the best times now, and we used deliberately the BS, the Bitcoin B, because we really believe that at that time the best time to scale into Bitcoin was at that time. I want you to see a few things with me. We see here a range-bound environment, and this range-bound environment comes from what? From an uptrend. And what do people? Well, it's like one thing people they don't like. People they don't like delayed gratification. People they don't like waiting. People like people like certainty. Being in this range for a long time at that time, because we at that time we didn't know it would go up. We didn't like this price range, so there was some time capitulation. This range was it lasted for 225 days. That's a lot of days. I mean, imagine you being extremely impatient, have money in Bitcoin. You see like this long, boring price action. Ask yourself how many of the people who entered Bitcoin here, went through all this, this time capitulation. I'm pretty sure a lot of people they capitulated. And then we saw like a really strong impulsive move to the upside, and then again, 71 days of consolidation, and then up. Here again, consolidation, up, consolidation. And of course, the market has yet to decide if we're going up or down. But more often than not, when you see Bitcoin or any asset in a range, in a rectangle that comes from an uptrend, more often than not, this is a continuation pattern rather than a reversal pattern. I do believe this cycle is actually different for a few reasons. Let me quickly share this with you. So a lot of Bitcoin have been purchased through ETFs. I think worldwide it's now 5% of all Bitcoins are now in the hands of institutions, family offices, and whoever bought ETFs for 5%. I don't believe, and I hardly really don't believe that 5% of Bitcoin will rotate into altcoins. People who bought Bitcoin through the BlackRock ETF, Fidelity, ARC21, Bitwise, Hashtags, Fnac, Flaherty, Invesco, Franklin, Wisdom Tree, and also the bigger players in Hong Kong, in other places, in Canada, they will not rotate their Bitcoin into altcoins, period. Probably you and me, we will do so. Probably those who bought Bitcoin, early 2023 or 2022, they will probably rotate into some altcoins. But a lot of Bitcoins will not rotate into altcoins. So I really believe this market is really different. Different environment, different rules, different market participants, different regulation. So keep that in mind. I really don't believe in a full-blown alt cycle. I do believe that some categories will do very well. For example, DPN or maybe even DeFi. Some layer one protocols, they will probably do very well without like AI, real world asset. But I don't really believe that we're gonna see like a full-blown altcoin bull cycle. And I also believe that the older altcoins, like the Dino coins, like Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Neo, what else? You got me right. the coins that were really popular 2017, 18, they already witnessed a bull cycle. And there are a lot of backholders. They cannot tap into the current hype and the leading narrative, so they will not do very well. I believe like just a few coins or a few narratives, and within that narrative, just a few coins, they will do very well. So whenever you think to buy these altcoins, just don't buy bec- uh, don't buy because it's an altcoin and you think it will go up because everything will go up in a full blown alt cycle. No, I believe that this cycle is really different. So be aware of that. Thank you, Zach. I do this video for you, so if you want, hit the like button, leave a comment, share this with your friend. If you do not like this video, you can even comment you can even make a comment that you don't like this video, and maybe I will do my best to make even a better video. So guys, I think we covered everything. Until the next time, see you around, stay safe, and God bless.